Hello, I'm Jen Liang Shabu with Shure's Pro Systems Group. This video will take you through how to configure the Microflex wireless system. This video tutorial assumes that you are using automatic IP addressing or have already set appropriate manual IP addresses. For assistance with manual IP address configuration, see the video Microflex Wireless: How to Set Manual IP Addresses. Before starting, make sure you have Adobe Flash installed on your computer, as well as the Shure Web Discovery application. This application is included on a USB thumb drive with the MXW access point, or is available as a free download from the Shure website. Connect all MXW components together with shielded Cat5e or Cat6 cable, and connect your computer to the same network. Launch the Shure Web Discovery application. Any Shure device with an embedded graphical user interface will appear in this window, along with its current IP address. The IP addresses will be displayed regardless of your computer's IP address, so if a device will not open when selected, check your computer's network settings. The computer must have an IP address that is in the same subnet as the MXW components. With version 1.0.12 or later, clicking the Network Settings button allows you to view your computer's IP address. Also, MXW chargers that are on firmware version 2 or later will appear in the Discovery application. Double-click on the MXW APT. Unless you have changed it, the default password is admin. Enter it now and click Log On. When the GUI has finished loading, click on the Utility tab. Verify that all connected components are visible and have correct IP address settings. Also check that any components that are to become part of this new configuration say Open in the Group column. Any devices that are listed as Other will not be available for a new configuration. A factory reset of the device will break its former association, but you may need to reset its IP address if you are using static IPs. Click on the Configuration tab. For Group 1, choose an access point from the first drop-down list. Note that if you have multiple access points as part of this configuration, only the APT associated with the GUI you are currently working in will be available for Group 1. Other access points will be available in subsequent groups. Next, choose a charger from column A. If you're using the gooseneck microphone transceivers, you might need to select a second charger from column B. Lastly, choose an output device. Note that the valid output devices could either be the MXW audio network interface or a Dante-enabled Shure SEM820 automatic mixer. To be certain that you have selected the correct device, clicking the ID button will flash the LEDs on the device for identification purposes. Make certain all microphones are in the desired charge slot and click the Link button next to the appropriate charger. A pop-up message will confirm that all microphones have been linked successfully. Repeat these steps in the remaining groups to add additional components to this configuration. All groups that are part of this configuration will share system behaviors that are selected in the Preferences tab. For multi-room systems, it may be preferable to set up each room's APT through its own GUI, so preferences can be set independently for each room. However, it is still highly recommended that all nearby MXW components be networked together to ensure the RF performance of the system. Individual microphone settings can be adjusted in the Monitor tab. Once the system is configured, the computer no longer needs to remain connected to the network unless desired for monitoring purposes.